So once again, very good morning to all of you. Today we will going to see two problem. First one is simple problem and second is a homework assignment. Now let's start with problem number 9. Problem number 9 goes like this way. The balance sheet of measures M and N and R and S as on 31st March 2020 were as follows. On the liability side, the balance of all the four partners are given, whereas M and N are partner in MN company, whereas RNS is a partner in Measures RS. Creditors, outstanding expenses, loan. On the asset side, we have land, machinery, furniture, debtors, stock, cash, and bank. The two firms decided to amalgamate and form into Measures M and RS with effect from 31st March 2020. The partners would share profit and loss equally themselves as they were doing prior to amalgamation. So what they are saying कि जैसे वो पहले प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशियो शेयर कर रहे थे वैसे अभी करेंगे. तो अभी कैसे कर रहे हैं? प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस is shared as a equal. So similarly what they used to do prior amalgamation. So amalgamation से पहले भी equal partner थे वो. And they agreed the following revaluation of assets and liability. So the new value of land is provided here. Machinery, furniture, debtors, stock, cash, cash and bank. Price is already there as a realization value. Whereas on the liability side, we have creditors, loan, and outstanding expenses. New value is given to us. So we will going to take the new value. So from this, we came to know that all the assets and liabilities are taken over by a new firm. In addition to the above, it was decided goodwill of M and N and R and S were valued at rupees 35 and 20,000. This particular point we always take while calculating purchase consideration respectively, and it should be written off in the new firm. Now this is important point. Whatever goodwill we are taking in the purchase consideration statement, that goodwill we will not going to write in the balance sheet, but we want to write off. So when we add these two things, it will come 55,000, and this 55,000 will be written off in the new firm account. So when we going to make a partners capital account, at that time we have to write off this goodwill. Point number 2 says that the reconstructed capital of the partners would be 30,500 each. So each partner will going to contribute how much? 37,500. The differences, if any, should be transferred to current account. So this is a new point where if there is any difference, it will be transferred to current account. पहले हमने क्या देखा था कि it should be adjusted through कैश और बैंक अकाउंट. हाँ, तो यहाँ पर कैश और बैंक नहीं चाहिए हमको. यहाँ पे क्या करना है? करंट अकाउंट से उसको एडजस्ट करना है. Now you are required to show accounts in the books of MNN and RS and the opening balance sheet of the new firm. So this particularly problem was there in the university idol examination in the year 2007 as well as 2017. So let me move to worksheet. So this is a worksheet of illustration number 9. Okay. As you people are aware of it, first of all, we will going to calculate what beta? Purchase consideration.
Purchase consideration.
So let first of all write down the name of the assets which is there in our balance sheet. Land, machinery, furniture. Land, machinery, furniture. Then we have debtor, stock, debtors, stock, cash, bank, and last one more item we have to take is goodwill. We are going to take is goodwill. And on the liability side, we have a 3 liabilities: creditors, loan, and outstanding expenses. ठीक है. So let write down the value as per the agreed value or revalued value. So land का value क्या है बेटा 45,000 and 45,000. Now coming to machinery new value is 32. So 30,000, 32,000. Then furniture we have value 10,000, 12,000. 10,000, 12,000. Debtors we have 21,000, 30,000. 21,000 and 30,000. You people also pay concentration here. If we write something wrong, ultimately our balance sheet will not go to tally. Stock 2934. 34,000. Cash and bank value we will take from the balance sheet 3,600 and 1,800. And bank is concerned, it is 7,200 and 5,400. 7,200 and 5,400. Okay, so we got total of asset at market value, which is denoted by A. But before that, we also have to write goodwill. So goodwill is there in adjustment number 1. So half adjustment number 1 we will do. There is 2 point in adjustment number 1. क्या है, पहला तो आपने गुडविल लेना है एंड सेकंड उसको राइट ऑफ करना है. तो पहला पार्ट हम कर लेते हैं. वी आर टेकिंग गुडविल 35,000 and 20,000. Okay, so here we have a total of assets of both the company, which is denoted by A. Now let write down the liability. Liability new value is given. Creditor is 52, 34,000. 52,000 and 34,000. Okay, loan is not there with first company and second company में कितना बेटा 38,000. ठीक है. Outstanding 7,200 and 11,400. So now we also got a total of external liability which is denoted by B. Therefore, my purchase consideration equals to A minus B, 1,21,600 for M and N, and whereas 96,800 for RS. Now coming to realization account, realization में पहले सबसे पहले we will going to write down the asset that will going to realize. So to sundry assets amount is 1,33,200, 1,33,200 and 1,59,000. Okay, and this side we will write by sundry liabilities. Okay, how much we have? 54,000 plus 7,200. So it will come 61,200. And for RX we have 36 plus 39,600. So it comes to 65,600 and 65. So
87,000.
87,000. Okay, then we will write by new firm account. There we have 1,21,600 for first company and for the second company it is 96,800. Okay, and none of the asset or none of the liability which is taken over by a partners. So ultimately we don't have anything to write down in the realization account. So straight away we will go to calculate realization profit and will transfer to partners capital account. Now look at here. Here 1,82,800 minus 52, and similarly here 183,800 minus this particular amount. So we have a two partners. Partners के नाम क्या था M, then we have N, then we have R, then we have S. ठीक है, and they all are equal partner before the amalgamation and will remain equal partner after the amalgamation. So make a half of 46,900. How much it is? 24,800. Am I right? So 24,800. And here the half of 24,800 is 12,800. 12,800. 12,000.
12,400.
400.
400.
400. Sometime mind and hand will not support each other. So ऊपर आएगा 400. Okay, so realization account is clear. Now moving to partners capital account. First of all, we will going to write down buy balance brought down, amount of all the partners are same, 36,000. 36,000. Then we have buy realization account because we don't have any general reserve. Profit, and here profit is 24,800, 24,800, and here 12,400 and 12,400. Okay. Apart from that, we don't have anything. Only we have to complete our adjustment number one. Second part is write off the goodwill, okay, of the firm in new account. Okay. So goodwill is total 55 plus 33, 35,000 plus 20,000, so it comes 55,000. And we have a partner like M, N, R, S, and they are equal partners. So this 55,000 divided by 4, 13,750 is your amount of goodwill that will be written on the which side of डेबिट साइड ऑफ पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट, यानी अपने 55,000 क्या कर दिया बेटा, राइट ऑफ कर दिया. सो हियर ऑन दिस साइड वी विल राइट टू गुडविल रिटर्न ऑफ. अमाउंट इज हाउ मच, 13,750. Okay. Now apart from that, let's see point number 2. Point number 2 says there is a fixed capital of the partner in the new firm and the capital is 37,500 for each partner. So what we will do, we will going to write down the closing balance first. Buy balance carried down to balance sheet, amount is 37,500. Okay, and this amount is same for all the partners. And in the second part of adjustment number 2 says the difference, if any, to be transferred to current account. So what we will going to do? We will going to see which account is heavy and which account is not heavy. So for that purpose, we will first of all going to write to current account star mark. This is a balancing figure by current account Again, this is a balance sheet figure. Let's see for M. Which side is heavy, बच्चे? Credit side is heavy. So let's put dash here and 60,000 minus 13,750 minus. So here we got 9,555. Now coming to N. For N also this side is heavy and the amount will be the same if I'm not wrong. Okay. Now here this side is heavy. In both the cases debit side is heavy. So let's calculate on the credit side. 51,250 minus 12,400 minus 36,000. So here we got 2,850. So here also we will going to write 2,850. Okay. So I think partners capital account is clear. Now moving to balance sheet. Balance sheet of new company. Now we have a partner called as M, N, R and S, and their capital is 37,500, 37,500, 37,500, and total is, let me make a total of it. Total is 1,50,000. And apart from that, we also have current account. ठीक है, current account किसका खाली M और N का है this side because they have a credit balance. यहाँ पे देखिए दोनों का credit balance बचा ना बेटा. Okay, so credit balance will be written on the liability side. कितना है? 9,550. Okay, 9,550, and the total is 19,100. And apart from that, the other liabilities we have is creditors, ठीक है, loan, and we have outstanding expenses. देखिए जरा क्रेडिटर कितने हैं दोनों को ऐड किया तो 52 प्लस 34 86,000. ये 38,000 and outstanding expenses is
18,800.
18,600 बेटा. 18,600. Now coming to this side, first of all, now there is no goodwill because we have already written off the goodwill. So we have this amount up to bank. So land, machinery, furniture up to bank. ठीक है, लैंड का कितना है देखो यहाँ पर 45 plus 45 90,000. Then we have
62,000.
62,000,
22,000.
22,000,
51,000.
51,000,
63,000.
63,000,
5,400.
5,400,
12,600.
12,600.
600.
And lastly, we also have one more thing here. What is that? Current
Current
account.
account.
Current account of two partner which have a debit balance. ठीक है, क्या नाम था उनका? R and S. And how much they have? हमको यहाँ से पता लगेगा
2850.
2850. So it comes to 2850, 2850, and their total is
5,700.
so account got tally.
Yes, sir.
So I don't feel that there is any problem. Only there was a trick that whatever the difference in the अपना partners capital account is to be transferred through or is to be settled through current account. तो हमने current account we have created and with the help of current account we have settled their account, partners capital account, we try to find out the differences. Okay, so this was the only thing. And how to write off goodwill, that point I think we have already done in the one problem. So this concept is not new for you. Only the new concept was current account. I hope this problem is clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Now moving to another problem. Problem number 10. We have I think 20 minutes almost, so we can able to do this also in the classroom. Miss Charu and Miss Paru are in partnership as Maru and Company in a similar type of business. Miss Palak and Miss Jhalak are in a partners as Malak Associate. It was agreed that on 1st April 2020, the partnership be amalgamated into one firm, Char Malak and Company. The profit sharing ratio in the old firm and the new firm are given below. So then old profit sharing ratio between Charu and Paru is how much? 2 is to 3. Okay. Whereas the partnership ratio between Palak and Jhalak is 3 is to 2. Okay. And their new profit sharing ratio after amalgamation will be 6 is to 5 is to 3 is to 4. Okay. Apart from that, on the liability side, they have creditor with both the company and bank overdraft only with Malak and Associates. Now on the asset side, we have land, furniture, vehicle, stock, and debtors with both the company and only investment and bank balance with Maru and company. The amalgamation was made on the following terms. The new firm to take over old firm asset as under stock, new value is given. So let's put stock, vehicle new value given, furniture, land, and goodwill we will take while calculating purchase consideration. Okay. Then we have Miss Charu take over investment for rupees 12,000. So this particular investment will not be there in your purchase consideration because it is taken over by a Charu. So there will be two effect of it: realization, credit side, and partners capital account debit side. The capital of the partner in the new firm to be rupees 4 lakhs. So this again amount is fixed and to be contributed by their profit sharing ratio and any adjustment to be made in cash. So we don't have cash account, we have a बैंक अकाउंट. सो बैंक ओवरड्राफ्ट है तो हम बैंक ओवरड्राफ्ट के साथ चलेंगे. बैंक है अकाउंट एक कंपनी में और एक में बैंक ओवरड्राफ्ट है. So उस हिसाब से करेंगे. You are required to show the necessary ledger in the books of Maru and Company and Malak Associates and prepare the balance sheet of Char Malak Company. So we are, yes, this is the problem number 10. Okay. For calculating asset, first of all, as you know, we for calculating purchase consideration, first of all, we have to calculate total asset at market value and external liability. So let's see the assets. We have land, furniture, vehicle, land, furniture, vehicles, and stock, debtors, bank, and goodwill is the item which is given to us. Okay. On the liability side, we have creditors and bank overdraft. Creditors and bank overdraft. Okay. Now look at the new value which is given in the adjustment. Value of land is 1,25,000, 1,65,000, 1,25,000, 1,65,000. Furniture we have 35, 28, 35,000 and 28,000. Then we have vehicle 2020, 20,000, 20,000. Okay. For stock, we have 45 and 65, 45,000 and 65,000. 5,000. Data's new value is not given, so we will going to take book value 52,500, 52,500 and 52,250. Okay. Bank balance is only with Maru 5,600, and here we don't have any bank balance. Goodwill with both the company is 40,30, 40,000 and 30,000 respectively. Coming to creditors, creditors are, we have to take at book value 50,000, 83,500, 50,000 and 83,500. Here there will not be any bank overdraft. Here it is 36,500. 36,500. Okay. So after getting total assets at market value, which is denoted by A, and external liability, which is denoted by B, we can say our purchase consideration A minus B. We got 2,73,100 for Maru and Company and 2,40,250 for Malak and Associates. So let's write down first of all in the real action account to sundry assets. The value of assets are 250, 260, 2 lakh, 50,000 and 2 lakh, 60,000. And here I will write by sundry liabilities. I have taken all the value as per the book value, so there is no need to see balance sheet against 50,000 and 1 lakh 20,000. Okay, then by new firm account, here I got 2 lakh 73,100, and here I got 2 lakh 40,250. Apart from that, there is one investment which is taken over by Ms. Charu. So we will write by Charu's capital account. Amount is 12,000, and here we don't have anything. Okay. So our this adjustment, this, this, and all the assets and liability we have taken this thing also. So all the adjustment we have done, we are only left out with partners capital to a new firm. So let's find out the realization profit, and that we will transfer to partners capital account. ठीक है, नाम क्या था हमारे पास? चारू, पारू था कि मारू था? पारू, पारू. Then we have Palak and Jhalak. Palak and Jhalak. Okay. So let's calculate profit here. This particular amount minus this thing. So we got 85,000, and here we got minus 260. So here we got 1 lakh 250. Whereas Paru and Charu is a partner in the ratio of 2:3. 2:3. So this particular amount divided by 5. So I got for 1 unit 17,020. So this multiply by 2. I got share of Charu, and this particular amount multiply by 3 I got for Paru. So let's write down 17,020, and here it will be 51,000. नहीं मैंने गलती दिया 34,000 चलेगा 51,060. तो यहाँ पर आएगा 34,040. 34,040. Okay. coming to Palak and Jhalak, they are a ratio, they are partner in the ratio of 3:2, exactly opposite that of Charu and Paru. Okay, so for Palak we got 60,150. 60,150, ठीक है. और यहाँ पे झलक का कितना हो गया 40,100. I think partners realization account is clear. Now let's move to partners capital account. First of all, we will come to write down by balance brought down. ठीक है. Let's see the partners amount. 80,120, 70, 70. 80,000, 1,20,000, 70,000 and 70,000. Then we have to write by realization account within a bracket profit. The profit of Charu is 34,040 and here 51,060. Okay, 51,060. Here 6150. 60,150 for Palak and 40,100 for Chalak. And apart from that, on the debit side, we will go to write down again by the realization account, but this time investment which is taken over by a Charu. So within a bracket, we will write investment amount is 12,000 and the rest ठीक है. यहाँ तक सब क्लियर हो गया. Now we are only left out with last adjustment. The last adjustment says the capital is fixed to the extent of rupees 4 lakh and which is to be divided amongst the partner as per new profit sharing ratio. New profit क्या बेटा 6:5:3:4. So let's see, the capital is 4 lakh and the partners we have Charu, Paru, Palak and Jhalak. ठीक है. उनके रेशियो क्या बेटा 6:5:3:4. ओके, तो टोटल यूनिट होता है 18 डिवाइड बाय 18. So here we got 22,222 समथिंग. तो ये करके देखते हैं हम किसका कितना आ रहा है. उसको राउंड ऑफ कर देंगे. मल्टीप्लाई बाय दिस पर्टिकुलर अमाउंट. सो ये हो गया 1,33,333. ठीक है, देख लेंगे हम. Here it will be this particular amount multiply by this particular amount. Here we got 11,000. Sorry, 1,11,000 some amount multiply by. So here we got 6,667 and 4 multiply by. So here we got this thing. So let reduce the zero, so automatically it will convert into. So here we got the amount. So here we will write to balance carried down to balance sheet. Amount is 1,33,333. Here it will be 1,11,111 and here it will be 66,667 and here it will be 88,889. So if we make a total of it, it will become 4 lakh. Now there is a difference in the total of partners account. So any difference will be adjusted through which account? Bank account, because we don't have a cash. So bank account star mark, then here by बैंक अकाउंट स्टार मार्क। देखो जरा, पहले वाले बिच साइड हैवी, दैट साइड हैवी, ठीक है, यानी डेबिट साइड हैवी। सो व्हाट वी विल डू, वी विल राइट हियर the total minus this thing minus 80,000. So we got 31 lakh 239. This side, this is heavy. So let's calculate total minus. Okay, so here we got 59,949. क्या करना है बेटा, देना है पारू को और वहां से चारू से लेना है, तो ये दोनों में तो वही साइड हैवी है। So dash and dash. So here this will be control C. Okay. So have you got it? ये बैंक ओवरड्राफ्ट आएगा और ज्यादा ही आएगा, because in the initial stage we have a bank overdraft by balance brought down. बैंक ओवरड्राफ्ट कैसा बेटा, देखो यहाँ पर दोनों कंपनी के बैंक अकाउंट मर्ज होंगे, ठीक है। यहाँ पे कितना बेटा 36,500, 36,500, 36,500 माइनस 5,600 कितना आया, बताइए कितना आया, 30,900। Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
ओके, क्योंकि कैलकुलेशन कैश अकाउंट गड़बड़ होगा तो बैलेंस शीट टैली नहीं होगा। अभी देखो हमको पैसा किससे आ रहा है, सिर्फ एक बंदे से, टू चारू कैपिटल अकाउंट, हाउ मच 31,293, वेरेज हमको पैसा किसको देने का है, बाय पारू कैपिटल अकाउंट बाय पलक कैपिटल अकाउंट एंड बाय झलक कैपिटल अकाउंट। अब देखिए किसका कितना पैसा है, यहाँ पे तो इसका झलक का तो दिख रहा है मुझे 21,211 और यहाँ पे पलक का कितना है 63,483, 63,483, 63,483 और वहाँ पे पारू का कितना है 59,949, 59,949। ठीक है, डेफिनेटली हमारा क्रेडिट साइड हैवी होगा और यहाँ पर आएगा टू बैलेंस carried down to balance sheet and the amount is this particular amount minus 31,293. So we got 1,44,250, 1,44,250, 1,44,250, पहले तो ये लिख देते हैं 1,44,000, 1,44,250। ठीक है, अब कैपिटल देखते हैं। कैपिटल हमारे पास चार पार्टनर थे, चारू, पारू, then we have पलक और उसके बाद में क्या था मलक, नहीं मलक नहीं झलक। अब इनके कैपिटल कितने हैं हम लोग देख लेंगे फटाफट। 1,33,333 था, 11 लाख ये था 66,667, ये था 88,889। ठीक है, इनका टोटल। हाँ बेटा,
अपना ये बैंक का अमाउंट इधर लायबिलिटी में क्यों आया, वो एसेट में जाना चाहिए ना। बैंक का वो जो टोटल अमाउंट है वो डेबिट साइड, क्रेडिट साइड पे नहीं आया है।
ये साइड में आएगा बेटा। अगर बैंक बैलेंस, अगर डेबिट बैलेंस आता तो क्या रहेगा, बैंक ओवरड्राफ्ट की
सर बैंक डेबिट साइड पे आया, एसेट रहेगा ना।
नहीं ना बेटा, डेबिट साइड में बैंक बैलेंस जब भी आता है वो लायबिलिटी ओवरड्राफ्ट होता है, भूल गए क्या? अगर आपका सम लोग बैंक का अकाउंट अगर पॉजिटिव होता तो ये साइड में आप लिखते ना,
हाँ
डेबिट साइड में लिखते हैं, और क्रेडिट साइड में बैलेंस आता तो पॉजिटिव है। ये आपका बैलेंस कौन सी साइड में आया?
डेबिट
क्रेडिट
साइड,
साइड में।
हाँ हाँ बराबर
यहाँ पे
बराबर।
चलो, तो मुझे और समझाना पड़ता है, जल्दी समझ गया, अच्छी बात है। बैंक ओवरड्राफ्ट आ गया, और क्रेडिटर कितना बेटा? 1,33,500, 1,33,500. So here I will write creditors और नीचे रखूंगा बैंक ओवरड्राफ्ट, ठीक है। और यहाँ पर पहला आइटम मेरा है गुडविल। गुडविल अमाउंट इज 70,000, और बाकी का हम देखेंगे ऊपर से। लैंड, फर्नीचर और बैंक, बैंक तो है नहीं, डेटर्स तक आएगा, बिकॉज बैंक ओवरड्राफ्ट आ गया हमारा। So land is how much? 125, 165,
2,90,000.
2,90,000. फर्नीचर कितना है?
63,000.
63,000.
40,000.
40,000.
1,10,000.
110,000. और ये कितना है?
हाँ 1,4750. 104750.
ठीक है। Oh, our account got tally. So I hope you have understood this problem and there will not be any issue here.